Hello, my friend. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you for joining me on this video as we all work together to unchain ourselves from those thoughts and beliefs that limit us, that stand between us and our best life. The belief I wanted to tackle today was the concept of rejection. All of us have experienced rejection at one point in time, I feel safe in saying, whether it was for a date, for a job, or from some other opportunity. Odds are we've all experienced some sort of disappointment, not getting what we wanted. I experienced this recently in my life. As many of you might know, I'm an aspiring speaker. And I applied in that regard for a couple TEDx talks in various locations across the country. And in the past few days, I was rejected for not one, but two of those talks. And yes, that rejection hurt. There was disappointment. And on an even deeper level, it made me doubt and question whether or not my career as a speaker was ever going to come to pass. But then I stopped and I reminded myself that rejections, what we call rejections, are really just our own interpretation. And that maybe a better way to interpret those denials is that they are ultimately redirections. You see, I began to remind myself that the fact that I wasn't going to be at those TEDx talks on those days maybe meant that I needed to be somewhere else, or meant that I needed to perform my TEDx talk at a different venue for a different audience, for reasons that might not even make sense to me. And when I started reminding myself of that, the disaster or the drama associated with the rejection, the doubts, started to dissipate because I looked at it a different way, that I was being redirected. Now, that is not to say that those moments of doubt don't creep in, but it is to say that I think I have a better handle on it so as that they don't cripple me as I move forward and apply for other TEDx talks. Now, calling rejections redirections might not be new to you, or it might be. And I'm not saying that reminding yourself of that, as I've tried to demonstrate, is going to mean that you're not going to feel bad, that you're not going to have doubts. But I think what it is to say is that when we remind ourselves that those rejections are really redirections, it sort of mitigates those feelings. It makes them less powerful. Rather than letting that doubt, for example, using my situation, curtail or derail my speaking career, I was able to mitigate those doubts by reminding myself that it's a redirection. And that's my advice to you when we talk about things that you want, jobs, opportunities, whatever it might be. That whatever you've been denied, whatever has rejected you, might just in fact direct you to another place, might redirect you to something maybe even better, something maybe you've never thought of, or a place that you needed to be. Because then when you look at it that way, the devastation is not so great. Matter of fact, it might not even be there, because that rejection might be a blessing in disguise. I'm sure that all of us could look back at our lives and think, boy, I'm glad I didn't get that job. I'm glad I didn't start dating that person. Whatever it might be, because of where you are now. So what I would ask of you, next time you're rejected, and there will be a next time for you, there'll be a next time for me, is that you remind yourself that you're not being rejected, you're being redirected to perhaps something even better, to living that life that you want to live in that joy, so as to not succumb to chaining yourself to those doubts and believing that it will never happen. Unchain yourself, accept the redirection, and move forward. That's my advice. That's what I'm going to do. Come check me out on unchainedlives.com if you're interested in learning more, where I'm going to be at, or communicating with me. And as always, I thank you for watching this video.